Good afternoon, guys. It's your Miss Mwatile here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah, if you are new, welcome to the channel. And if you are old, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. It really means a lot to me. Yeah, just stick around and let us just continue this journey together. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss about what is the right age to get married and have babies. So I decided to discuss about this topic because nowadays we are living in a society whereby we have those people that are 25 and beyond feel like they are late in life. The society is putting unnecessarily pressure on them to say they are late in making baby, to say they are late in getting married. And also, we also have young girls in the society that are putting also unnecessarily pressure on themselves. In nowadays society, you will find a young girl of 14 to 15 years looking for true love. Looking for true love so that she can get someone, so that she can settle down and get married right away. And that is not right. That's not right. So that's why I'm here today to air out my opinion out there on what is the right age to get married and start having babies. Okay, so some study that I read showed that the right age of getting married and have babies, it's in the early 30s or in the early 40s. I want people to understand that the biological clock of women to have babies, it starts from the age of 12 until the age of 51. So that means that we have the whole time in the world for us to be able to plan our life nicely and to get our life in order before we decide to get married and settle down and have babies. Okay, so now I need people to understand that the right age to is some study that I read showed that the right age to get married and settle down and start having baby, it's in the early 30s or in the early 40s. Why so? That is because that study had revealed that babies comes with a lot of responsibilities. When you decide to have babies, you need to understand that babies, they will require you to be financial stable and also to be emotional stable. And that cannot happen in your 20s or when you are 18 or when you are 19. You can only be financial stable and emotional stable when you are in your 30s or when you are in your 40s. So you need to understand, Trisha, when you are planning to have babies, you need to understand that babies, they do come with responsibilities. And you do not want your babies to suffer things that you suffered when you were growing up. You want to have babies that will at least have all the basic needs. And you will only be able to provide that when you are in your 30s and also or when you are in your 40s, if you are late. So understand that before you decide to have babies, you need to understand that when babies comes with a lot of responsibilities, they require you to be financially stable. They require you to be also emotional stable. So that you need to be emotional stable so that all the pressures that they will put on you, you will be able to handle. But now, if you are 18, if you are 20, 21, 22, your mind is not yet fully developed. And it won't be able to handle the pressure that this baby will put on you. So that's why it's very important to plan your life wisely and accordingly, so that you will be able to accommodate a husband and also to accommodate babies. Okay. So another thing that you need to understand is that some study also showed that ladies only mature at the age of 32. So they only mature fully at the age of 32. And men, they mature only fully at the age of 43. So now if you date early and through your dating you happen to create babies accidentally, and if you are a woman, you are not matured yet, and if you are a man also, you are not matured yet, it will lead you into depression. Your life will be difficult. Yes, I understand that there are people that gave birth when they were 18 and they successfully raised their children. I also understand that there are those people that got married and had their babies at the age of 23. But the truth is, if you just hear their story when they got those babies, you will realize that it was not easy. Myself included, I got my first baby when I was 23. And I'm telling you, it was not easy. It's difficult. It's difficult. If you get babies when before you organize your life, before you put your life together, I'm telling you, it's not easy. It will be difficult. Mentally, it will be difficult. Financially, it will also be difficult. So you need to take all those things into considerations before you decide to settle down and get married and have babies. Okay. So, and you also need to understand that you are being told that men mature late in life compared to women. If you are dating a man who is in their 20s, they are more likely to behave like children. Men behave like children. In their 20s, they behave like children. In their 30s, they behave like they are literally children. So now, if you are dating them too early, prepare you to suffer all this emotional torture and all the dramas. One day I was reading some comment on social media whereby a lady commented to say her husband is 50 years old and he still behaves like a child. Imagine now if you are dating in your early 20s. In men's when they are in their 20s, I don't think if they can reason in that period of their life. So you don't want yourself to suffer all these things. So if you don't want yourself to suffer all these things, then you need to plan your life well, so that you won't do the mistakes that we did. Because as we were not taught, as we were not having informations, nobody tell us what to do. So plan your life well. Okay. So I also taught you in other video to say, do not date too early in life. If you date too early in life, from the age of 18, 19 there, that will cost you in future. So I just want you to understand that you should not put unnecessarily pressure on yourself. You should not take shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in life. If you take shortcuts, you will pay dearly for doing that. Okay? So do not date early in life. It will cost you, and you don't want that for your life. So let me explain why you should not date early in life. I want people to understand that if you just start a relationship in your 20s, or early from the age of 18 up there until 25 there, you have started a dangerous thing. Some studies showed that the new teenage now start from age 20. It's no longer starting from age 10 upward there, but the new teenage now, it's in your 20s. So now you need to understand that if you start just dating too early in life, you have started a dangerous thing that has the power to ruin the rest of your life, that have a power to take you to the grave if you are not careful enough. So I'm personally advising people to start dating. If it's too early, at least they should start at the age of 25. Both men and women. but not too early as from the age of 18, 19 going. If you do like that, it will cost you in future. Here are the things that you have to understand about people that are in their 20s. You need to understand that people in their 20s, they are full of emotions. And if they get angry, it's very difficult for them to control their emotions. These are type of people that you should expect them to react to misunderstanding with the thing of say, I'm going to drink 20 pills so that I should die. I'm going to hang myself. I'm going to kill myself. They are full of emotions, and it's difficult for them to control those emotions. That's why in most cases, the people that started dating early in their 20s, many people did not survive these relationships. Some of them killed themselves because of the relationship that has ended. Some of them hurt themselves physically on their body because of the relationship that ended. Some of them even killed others or their partners. Understand that when you are dating and you are in your 20s, you are full of emotions and they are difficult to control. The second thing that you need to understand is that, yes, I told you in other video that at 25 you are capable of reasoning on all these things. But understand that you are not yet fully matured. I told you to say women mature fully at the age of 32, and while men mature fully at the age of 43. Understand that when you are in your 20s, you don't know who you are yet. You don't know what you want yet in life. I read somewhere whereby a boy who is in his 20s left home, and he went out of the parents' house, and he met a girlfriend, and they got married and they settled down. Before he turned 30, they were already divorced, and he even came back home to the parents. This is the period whereby you will feel like you don't even like your parents. You feel like you can survive without your parents. You don't need them to survive. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you want. You are just full of emotions and hormone, and they are controlling you. So, the moment you realize you will reach maturity, and you will realize who you are and what you want in life and what is the truth about life, if you are in the relationship, you will break up. If you are in a marriage, you will divorce. Because when you started, you were not fully aware of yourself. You did not really know who you are. So later in life, when you realize who you are, what is that really you want, and your eyes are now open, and you are in this relationship that you started early, you will break up. One thing that you have to understand also about people that are in their 20s whenever they are starting their relationships, they start them based on emotions, based on how they feel, based on the love feeling, which in reality is not love, it's just lust. So they start off their relationship based on that feeling that they call love, but in reality it's not love, it's just emotion that will create lust for you, and you will call that love. So now if they start off like that, and you need to understand, Gusha, for every relationship, the older it gets, the more the love feeling will disappear. Now, in your 20s, if you start the relationship based on that love feeling, and later in your relationship it happened to disappear, it's no longer there, both of you at that stage, you cannot reason to say, okay, now the love feeling, it's no longer there, we should just continue with the relationship and show commitment to each other and try to make it work. When you are in your 20s, you cannot think like that. If it disappears, then you will break up. If you were in a normal relationship, it will lead to a breakup. If you were in a marriage, it will obviously end in a divorce. Because what brought you together, it's no longer there. Realize how dangerous it is. So if you have just started a relationship while you are in your 20s or from the age of 18 there, you have started a dangerous thing. It can lead you to a grave. It can ruin your 20s. It can destroy your whole life completely. Some people messed up so badly in their 20s to such an extent that when they will be in their 30s, they have ruined their life, and they created a dark place for themselves, that whenever they will be in their 30s, nobody will be able to get them out of that. And you don't want that for your life. So you need to understand that there are no shortcuts in life. Most people, most people in their 20s, or even from the age of 18, they tend to focus more of their attention in looking for true love and settle down and get married and have baby, and they will forget to pay attention to their schoolwork, and they will forget to pay attention to their dreams and goals. Then they will only realize later when they are in their 30s. That's why you will find people in their 30s, that is when they will realize they want to go back to school. But when they were in 20s, they were thinking school is not that important. They think finding true love and get married and have baby, they thought that is the most important thing in life. But in reality, just to realize later, that is not the most important thing in life. That's why when later in life, when they realize that, they will now in their 30s, and that is the time they want to go back to school, while they already wasted their time with paying less attention to their schoolwork, paying less attention to their goals and dreams and put more of their energy in finding true love and have a partner and get married and have babies. If you just do that in your 20s, it will cost you in future. Some people, yes, I understand that there are people that started dating at the age of 18 and their relationship was successful and they led to marriages and they are still married and they are happy. Yes, they are there, but they are few. But I'm telling you, 99% of those, if it was a marriage, they normally end up in divorces. If it was a relationship, they normally end up in breakups. I want you to understand that you do not need a boyfriend to enjoy your school years. I want you to understand that life is not just about relationships and finding love and get married and have babies. There's more to life to enjoy. You can enjoy a lot of things in your 20s. Things like focusing more of your energy on friendships, searching your God wholeheartedly, focusing more of your energy on your books, getting a career and get your own money, so that even if you are going to start this relationship later and you happen to get a baby accidentally, you will be able to stand on your own 2 feet and be able to support your child. If you take shortcuts, it will cost you in future, I'm telling you. Do not lose your pen. Do not make relationships and love and marriages the most important thing of your life. There is more to life to enjoy. Pay less attention. Love, relationship, and marriage, they should be the least thing in the list of your goals when you are in your 20s. More of your energy should go on your books, you building your career, you enjoying whatever you're supposed to enjoy in your youthful years. They should be the least thing in your the list of your goals. Okay. So do not pay more attention on finding love. You will mess up your life. Relationships are not as easy and simple and perfect as the movie portrays them on TV. They require you to be fully matured. You will only be able to have meaningful and successful relationships if both of you are fully matured. Relationships, they come with a lot of pressure, with a lot of misunderstanding, ups and downs, that will require your brain to be fully matured. Otherwise, if it's not fully matured, you won't be able to handle all those pressures that comes with the relationships. So you need both of you. I will advise people to start dating when you are 25. Then date up there because of the biological clock of women. Then date up there until 30. Get married when you are 30. That is when you are fully matured. That is when both of you are able to reason, you are able to handle the misunderstanding and all the pressure that comes with relationships. And you will be able, relationships come with a lot of responsibilities. It comes with a lot of pressure. If you are fully matured, you will be able to handle all that, and you will be able to have successful marriages and relationships. Okay. So don't take shortcut. It will cost you in future. You do not want to ruin your life for the rest of your life. So I hope you have learned something from my video today. Just understand also that when you are dating in your 20s, understand that men, I told you, men mature late in life compared to women. When you are dating a man and they are in their 20s, it's like you are dating a 6-year-old child. You will suffer all the mistreatment because they will behave like children. And you don't want to suffer all these things. Okay, so I hope you have learned something in my video. I hope you will date right. Yeah, just do have a great day, and see you on my next one, and goodbye.